Welcome to Convergence to Pixels. ConvergenceTP is an industry leader in the integration of TCP/IP traffic into your video surveillance system. In this video, I'd like to demonstrate our point-of-sale application into the HonestSI Ocularis platform. For a complete list of IP appliances that ConvergenceTP supports, please visit www.c2p.com. Before I begin the POS demonstration, let me first explain what we're looking at on the screen. This is a standard HonestSI Ocularis client set up in a 2x2 configuration. The left two images are actually static images set up to simulate a POS environment. The image on the bottom right is the actual workstation terminal we'll be using for this demo. Traffic from this terminal will be streamed to the screen on the top right, and we'll see that live as we do this demonstration. So let me make some purchases here. I'd like to do some purchases so that we have some content for the next portion of this video where we actually search using our hypermedia search tool. The screen in the upper right has just been updated. It will go back to the splash screen after 10 seconds. Let me make another purchase. Because we come in as a camera stream into HonestSI, all the tools available within HonestSI are available to the ConvergenceTP camera streams, and we'll get into that at the very end of this. Let me create some content, make a few purchases here so that we have some content to search on in the next portion of this video. So we'll buy some salmon, and let me make one more purchase, and then what I'd like to do is show you one of the other features we have. Because we are compliant as a camera stream, we could take advantage of the many features HonestSI provides. So I'm going to go to a push screen scenario, and I'm going to go to my workstation, and I'm actually going to create a no-sale situation. We've pre-configured the system such that a no-sale creates an event within HonestSI. It's a little obnoxious, but it gives you an idea of how well the ConvergenceTP content travels through the HonestSI platform. Let's now jump into the hypermedia search engine and see the power of that. Before I begin the hypermedia search portion of this video, let me first explain what we're looking at on the screen here. On the right hand side, you'll see it's the CTP video browser. This browser is tightly coupled to both the HonestSI Ocularis base as well as the ConvergenceTP database and hypermedia search engine tool. On the left hand side of the screen, you'll see some login credentials, and these login credentials are the exact same that you would use if you were logging in with the HonestSI Ocularis client. Let me log in. Now that we've logged into the hypermedia search tool, you'll notice from this drop down we have a number of IP appliances available to us. For this demonstration, we're going to stick with point of sale. This next tab allows us to set up a very sophisticated search filter. This initial phase, we're not going to use that. The next thing I want to do is do a generic search. In this search, it will show the most recent activity we did at the top of the screen and then proceed down. If you remember, the last thing we did when we were creating content was we did a no sale. You'll notice here's the no sale here, and I can collapse that as well. I could expand all the TCP/IP traffic associated with the thumbnails, and of course I can collapse them. But one of the most important features of the hypermedia search tool is to be able to bring up the cameras associated with that event. This is a very powerful feature which allows the text to be directly associated with any camera streams that were recorded on the recording server at the time of that event. The next important feature is to be able to click on the thumbnail. The thumbnail brings up the exact same view as previous, but this time actually gives you the JPEG version of the traffic that was streamed for that TCP/IP text. The significance of this is you could save yourself a DLK if you choose not to send that TCP traffic as a camera stream to the recording server in real time. This can be significant if you have a lot of point-of-sale terminals. The next thing I'd like to show is the ability to set up some search filters. The hypermedia search filter is a very important feature of the hypermedia search engine. Let me give you a quick demonstration of how it works. We could set up as many parameters as we'd like. I'm going to set up 3 for this demonstration, and I'm going to set them such that we're going to look for an item name which contains, let's say, ST. That could be a number of different items. And we're going to set a price of, let's say, greater than $4 for this test. And we're going to look for an operator's name, username, which contains DON, because I don't feel like spelling it out. And if I do a search, you'll notice if I do an expand all, you'll see the search parameters. The search result gives us Stuffies, which begins with an ST, and also the operator has a DON in it, as well as the price was greater than $4. If I show cameras, you'll see this is the actual activity down here for this transaction. This is the Stuffies actually taking place on the terminal, $9.95, as well as the actual transaction data is being streamed to the recording server and pulled from the recording server for that event. I could also click on the thumbnail and get the same result. In this short video, I've demonstrated just some of the very powerful features of the ConvergenceTP product. Hopefully, I've also given you an appreciation for the value add the ConvergenceTP product brings to your existing IP appliance investment. In this case, we demonstrated the point-of-sale terminal activity being driven directly into your VMS system. We could have very easily complemented this loss prevention scenario by including access control, asset tracking, and LPR, just to name a few. For a full list of the IP appliances that ConvergenceTP supports, please visit www.c2p.com. Thank you.